You're watching the 2019 SCAC Media Days. It's day 2, and it's time to take a dive into the Southwestern University volleyball program. The Pirates are coming off an 18-12 season a year ago, 12-4 in SCAC play. Third place team heading into the tournament and made a run all the way to the SCAC tournament final. The Pirates will once again be led by head coach Don Flora, along with senior Landri Brown. And Coach Landri, first of all, thanks so much for joining us today.
Right on. Thanks for having us. Yeah, it's a good time to have some time with the SCAC folk and get this thing rolling.
Coach, we have finally made it. Preseason is here. What makes this fourth camp, teaching that Pirate way, special? What do you love so much about kind of the uniqueness and start of a brand new season?
Yeah, one of the things I think for our staff, we just look at the opportunity to see the smiles on their face and the joy in the gym. You know, we love that joy in the gym, and opening day, you got to have that opening day joy, and then you always want to have championship poise when you train and when you play. But that opening day, there's just something special of seeing the new gear. There's a smell in the gym. There's a freshness to the fall. All the athletes, all the students getting on campus. There's just an energy that's big time, and you know the way we go about it, we just like making sure that the Pirates know how to walk the walk. You know, we want to walk the walk every day and look and feel like Pirates.
Landri, for you, being a senior, it's a unique position for you as you look up at the makeup of this roster. 2 seniors and a ton of underclassmen. As one of the leaders with this group, what is your excitement heading into camp, and how have you kind of maybe approached it a little bit differently, knowing you got to shoulder that leadership responsibility?
I think Jazz and I have really gotten a good feel of each other, and we're super ready to invite so many new people in. We also have a great group of sophomores that are leading behind us, and we're just super excited that our leadership will follow through the program, and I think the newcomers will be awesome and there'll be no problems.
Coach, we talked this time last year, and you spoke about kind of the unique situation we're in with such a huge incoming class a year ago. Now that freshman class has experience as sophomores. Experience is great, but as a coach, what do you want to see in that group kind of taking the next step? What are you looking for now that they have the experience? How do you kind of improve on that heading into year 2 with this group?
Yeah, I think our returners, when you look at this program, when you lose an all-conference, 2-time all-conference libero, you lose a 6th rotation all-conference outside, those are 2 really key components to what a team is all about. And you know, Brandy Campos was big time. She was just fun to watch, and she flew around the gym and made plays. And you know, Jamison Duck is one of those special outsides that just found a way. She wasn't the best athlete in the gym, but she was just an elite volleyball player. And so when you watch the returners last spring kind of develop their skills and their ideas of who they want to be, you just see people emerge in that presence, in that sense of, you know, I'm inserting who I want to be and who I'm going to be come fall. And you know, I think, you know, we learned a lot about how to develop. You know, we started 4 freshmen, 4 first-year athletes last year, and that really helped Sarah and I in what we're looking to do with this year. We have a real large class, an elite level group of athletes and volleyball players coming in this first-year class again. And so how to develop them, how to go about the day-to-day Pirate way, and really how we learn, because learning is job 1 in our gym. You know, we've talked about that since I arrived. Like, you have to have a volleyball IQ, you have to understand our systems, or you're just not going to find your way on the court. And so the first years that Landri's shaking her head, like, you know, there's days we say your head hurts more than your body hurts. You have to think, you've got to process, you got to see and know, and then once you know, you got to know what to do. And there's a lot of pieces in there, but I think that you know, we look forward to that development. That's the teaching is job 1 in our gym.
Landri, Coach talked about sort of that teaching aspect and the development of these young players. I think, kind of going back to what we just talked about, you're in such a unique situation as a senior. For underclassmen, it's natural to kind of have a mentality of, I've got a couple of more years. How do you instill the urgency that you have as a senior to get the most out of some of these freshmen that you obviously are going to have to rely on and be a big part of this Pirates volleyball program this season?
Well, I think just reminding everybody that you never know what's going to happen. Like my freshman year, we were lucky enough and blessed enough to get to the Final Four and get that ring. So I think just reminding them, like, it could happen your freshman year, it could happen your senior year, but it might just be 1 year. So just really take advantage of the year you have and the people you have. Like Coach Flora always talks to us about how we only have this team once. So just really remind them and just take advantage of day one. We have to win day one, we have to win day two, but the most important day is day one.
Coach, you and your staff were busy this past year out on the recruiting trail, 9 incoming freshmen and new players into this program. Just speak a little bit to this freshman class. What are you excited about with this group? And certainly, what are your expectations from them? They're clearly going to be leaned on as you head into the year.
Yeah, I think the term leaning on them is an operative word. We fulfilled all the needs. When we look at our classes, Coach Palmer and I, we'd say, okay, these are the keys. And in this class, we knew that the setting position was going to be a key for us. Lauren Crabtree will be a second-year athlete, can set, but she's a legitimate All-American level opposite. She can crush the coconut, and so we needed another setter there, and then we just needed to look. So we have 2 freshman setters, and so they're going to need to understand the Pirate way and how we walk and talk and how we lead and what we want to do in our offense. So I think that was a big key, and the ball control side. We really wanted to shore up and make sure we had the left sides that could play 6 rows. We wanted to have a libero, defensive specialist, or an outside hitter that can play that role. And so the ball control piece, I think we've gotten a lot better there with a number of people. Audrey Schumacher from Minneapolis, she committed 2 years ago. She verbally committed, and she's been stoked about this program, and she's one of those elite level athletes that has a good volleyball IQ. And then we have Grace Glasscock, Ellie McGowan from Houston, people that can play 6 rows as an outside, or they could play libero, DS. So that ball control side, the setting side, and then we had added 2 middles that very active, very complete middles, and that was another piece for us. We needed to be better and have more depth in the middle.
Landri, a season ago as a junior, you averaged 1.58 kills per set, 106 kills in total in 22 total matches. What have you worked on through the course of the offseason to continue to grow your game and make sure you're as prepared as you possibly can heading into this senior season?
I've really worked on more consistent level hitting and more shot selection, and just really being comfortable in my platform so I can go out there and be outside, right side, wherever I fit in the picture this year. So I've just really worked on consistency and just being that player he knows he can go to whenever, off the bench, on the court, wherever he needs me.
Coach, offensively, this team had another solid year a season ago in the top 3 in terms of hitting percentage. However, defensively, opponents hit 182 against this team. That was 7th in the SCAC. How do you look to improve on that number heading into this year?
Yeah, I think for us that was a piece of the puzzle. We really developed our serving schemes in the spring. We spent a lot of time in taking risks and getting outside our comfort zones, and really what we talked about, just serving. What's your best, what's your most comfortable, and what are different ways? And we really felt like at the service line we weren't quite as good as we wanted to be, and that affects what people can do offensively. And then the second piece, how we look at our blocking schemes, and I think that was a piece of our middle blockers need to be middle blockers. We're not just middle hitters, we're middle blockers, and so we've got to be a little bit better being able to stop people one-on-one, and then also in our schemes, are we able to go stop people at the pins? And this conference has some elite level outside hitters, and so that right side setting position, being able to block and defend well. So we spent, one of the things I love, you bring up the numbers. We study the numbers, and that tells us the truth, and it tells us where do we need to spend our time, where do we need to focus our energies and our learning. And we felt like we developed a good spring plan and really looked at those key areas.
Landri, finally wrapping things up with you. As I mentioned, this team made a remarkable run all the way to the SCAC championship match a season ago, falling in a 5-set thriller to Colorado College. As you look ahead to this year, your senior year, what are some of the team goals that you hope to accomplish heading into 2019?
Well, ultimately, as a team, we always have the same 3 goals: conference champions, regional champions, and national champions, ultimately. But I think we just need to be 1-0. That's what we always talk about, so just this next weekend we have a scrimmage, and we just need to be 1-0. And then on the 30th and 31st, we just need to be 1-0 against Hardin-Simmons.
And Coach, I'll end with this. Your expectations as you look ahead to this 2019 season, what are they, and what can people that support this Southwestern Pirates volleyball program expect to see game in and game out from your group, despite the score?
Yeah, I love that question because I think people can walk in the gym from day one and see a team that plays with joy in the gym. You know, I think we get so many young athletes that we're trying to inspire to come on to their future high school and college volleyball with joy. And, you know, when we see that, or we see community people who come in, they just see a group that has love for each other and can care for each other and trust each other. So that part of it is key for us, that we have joy in the gym. And then, you know, just looking at our expectations, like last year, we did not open up our season very well. We were young, a little confused, and so that piece of the puzzle hurt us down the road. But where we started and where we finished the season, playing the number 2 team in the country toe-to-toe and taking swings to, I mean, we could talk about that match that long time, because that was a phenomenal elite level Division III volleyball match. We gave Colorado College everything they wanted after kind of giving Trinity all more than they wanted the night before. And so it was a pretty special run with a group of athletes that showed that trust, showed that love, and the joy in the gym. And I think that's who we are. We're a program that understands how to go about getting better every day, and that just oozes out of who we are every day in the gym. So I hope people feel that, and then I think we can make a run. This group, we have the physical talent. You have to have the physical talent, but I also think we have the volleyball IQ.
Southwestern University Volleyball, again, the Pirates will head into the 2019 season under head coach Don Flora, along with senior Landri Brown, when they open up their year August 30th against Hardin-Simmons. Coach Landri, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
Russell, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy it.